Hello friends, in today's class we are going to talk about multi-level queue scheduling. Welcome here, and we are talking about multi-level queue scheduling, and this scheduling algorithm is where we are having a different kind of processes, and this different kind of the processes can be, for example, there can be a background process and there can be a foreground process. So there can be background and foreground process. There can be interactive processes, like foreground processes are interactive and background processes are something that is required for that computation. Now, another class of scheduling algorithm that has been created for situation in which processes are easily classified into different groups. For example, common division made between foreground interactive processes or background batch processes. There are two types of the processes have two different response time requirement. So many have different scheduling needs. Like interactive processes response time is high. When you're clicking, let's say, a graphical in GUI, in graphical interface, if you're clicking a symbol, then we need a quick response. Whereas computation may wait. Foreground process may have the priority over the background process, right? So that is also true that we have a higher priority system for foreground process. So now ready queue is partitioned to two separate queues. For example, foreground interactive and background as batch. Processes process permanently in the given queue. Each queue has its own scheduling algorithm. Suppose the foreground process can have a round robin algorithm. Okay, round robin algorithm, and background process may be run in FCFS order. Scheduling can be done between the queues and with the fixed priority scheduling. Serve all the foreground, then from the background, possibility of starvation, time slice. Each queue can get a certain amount of the CPU time that it can schedule among the process. 80% foreground in round robin and 20% background in FCFS. Okay, so now we are you can say that multi-level queue is partitioning the entire it is not treating each process in the same way, and for each process according to the requirement, right, according to the requirement, interactiveness, and this we can adopt the scheduling policy, which can be for interactive process there can be round robin, and for background it can be FCFS. Scheduling must be done between the different queues. Now we have multi-level queues, so one queue is there which is having a round which can be for foreground, and one queue is there for background, and we need different scheduling algorithm. Okay, so we have a fixed priority scheduling where all the foreground and background for priority and possibility of the starvation. In that case, we have that is serve priority wise. If you do, so it will serve everything, and but it may be possible. We have seen that priority based scheduling is having possibility of starvation. And for time slice, if you have then yes, 20% background in FCFS. So that is few ideas about implementation of multi-level queue. So we have a system process highest priority, then interactive process, then lesser priority, interactive editing process, batch processing, student processes, right? So that is a different queues are there. This situation can be a little bit improved by multi-level feedback queue, and the process can move between the various queue, and edging can be implemented in this way. Okay, so multi-level feedback queue scheduler defined by following parameter: that number of queues, scheduling algorithm for each queue, method to determine when to upgrade a process from one queue to another queue, method to determine when to demote a process from one queue to another queue, method to determine which queue a process will enter when the process needs service. Okay, so we have multi-level feedback queue, and that will something look like this. We have three queues over here, that with one is time quantum 8, another is So that will take out some process with a smaller time quantum, then it will be feedback to this quantum 16, that will take out some process out of here, and then it will be feedback to FCFS mirror. Everything will be serviced. Scheduling a new job enter in the Q0 and which serves FCFS. When it gains CPU, it receives 8 millisecond. If it do not finish in 8 millisecond, then job is moved to the next queue. At Q1, a job is again served FCFS and receive a 16 millet additional. If it still does not complete, then it preempted and move to the Q2. I think Q0, Q1, Q2, and is 3 queues are there. And what it is trying to say in this scheduling algorithm is a new job enter into the Q0 with the time quantum 8 millisecond, and we know that that round robin is FCFS, right? When it gained the CPU in FCFS, served FCFS because round robin is implemented through FCFS. When it gains the CPU, job receives 8 millisecond. If it does not fill it in 8 millisecond, then it will be feed back to the next queue, that is your Q1. Q1, and at Q1 job is again served FCFS and receives 16 minute additional millisecond, and if it does not complete, then it is preempted and moved to the Q2, and Q2 is what? Q2 is plain FCFS as much as time required. Okay, so that is your example of your multi-level feedback queue. Okay, so that is one good way of so we can have multi-level queues for foreground and background process. This is somewhat a sketch of what can be different queues, and we can have multi-level feedback queue, and that is very simple, that from one queue to another queue with time quantum 8 round robin FCFS, time quantum 16 round robin FCFS, and finally plain FCFS. Okay, so now we are done with this part that is called as multi-level feedback queue. Now what we are going to do here, based on all this theoretical discussion and some calculation, now we are going to solve problem related with this. Okay, so that's all for this discussion. Thank you.